What do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur and a visionary? I used to get upset with people because I wanted them to make more money. I wanted them to be more successful, and I would want it more than they would want it for themselves. I used to get upset with that. I used to get upset with people when they couldn't understand what I see. I used to. It used to frustrate me. But then I realized I could only change myself. How could I expect somebody who looks at the world through a peephole, out the door, understand what I see when I'm standing on top of a giant's back and I see miles and miles up the road, days and weeks ahead of time, years ahead of time? How could I expect them to understand a visionary when they look out the world through a peephole, when they've never took any chances in their life? How can they ever understand me? How could they ever understand it in being an entrepreneur? They would never understand it. They come out, they might get a job. Even coming out of college or school, you might get a job, and it seems like, damn, these guys are performing right then and there, and they are performing. And while you're building a business, of course, if you're building a business, you're not going to have all the money there. But give it a year, 3 years, you'll be evening off with those people. And because you run a business, 3, 4, 5 years, you won't be evening off. You'll be increasing. And constantly increasing and constantly making more if you're running your business correctly, meaning saving your money, being smart with your money, taking advice from other people who care about you and care about your well-being, who are profound and visionaries too. Because guess what? Only another visionary is going to understand a visionary. Joe Schmo ain't going to understand your vision. Only another visionary is going to understand your visions, or can see it manifesting, or understand what you're taking on. So we can't be upset with anybody when their mind state is not big enough to understand the concepts that we're delivering them. If they're looking at the world through a peephole out the door, and you're outside on a giant's back, and you see years ahead of things, you have a vision about where you want to go, it's all created in your mind, and you're manifesting this, and you expect them to understand you? In what world? I used to get frustrated at the same things. But all I can say to all of you, keep on pushing. Keep on staying motivated. If you have those visions, you can achieve those visions that you're seeing in your mind state. You just have to stay focused on what you see. Even if the whole world doesn't understand it, if your parents don't understand it, no matter who doesn't understand it, as long as you understand it, and you're willing to stay disciplined and dedicated to get to that goal. If things have to be cut out, maybe you got a vice and you like to smoke cigarettes every day. But if you know, if you stop smoking those cigarettes, you'll have the money that you need to create that vision. Well, then you need to stop smoking cigarettes. If this is prohibiting you from your vision, if you're drinking every day and you're like, yo, damn, if I put this bottle down and I save this $20 a day that I'm spending on this, you know, and I can put this toward my vision of whatever business or whatever you're trying to build in your life, and you're able to sacrifice that in discipline, you're only going to make it happen faster. But you have to make the sacrifices. You have to have the discipline. Without that discipline, none of these things are happening. They're not happening. They don't come to the weak. They don't come without sacrifice. Your life can't always be all about pleasure, because you won't have what you need to have. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you all. You have to be disciplined enough to hold it down. You have to be grounded enough. I won't use the word humble. You have to be grounded enough to understand there are other people who know more than you. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to know who the smartest person is. And that's being grounded enough to know so. So when we're doing all these things that we're doing, we must understand everything. God is the greatest. And all glory to God. Because everything that we're doing in our life is just learning. They're all lessons. Be happy that you're learning a lesson. Be happy you could get out the bed. Be happy you could talk. There's so much to be thankful for. So much to be thankful for. And we're all works in progress.